I mean, what a second round, ladies and gentlemen. What a second round for the Steelers here in the 2026 NFL Draft. Interesting, to say the least. I'm not happy with Drew Aller. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm not happy at all. Not happy at all. Let's talk about day two. All right, let's talk about the Steelers' day two picks. So, second round, 47th overall, the Steelers get GERMIE Bernard, a wide receiver, Alabama. Now, I think when it comes to Bernard, I think, with Ryan Williams being the star wide receiver on Alabama, I do think that Bernard does get a little not overshadowed, but how do I explain it? Nobody really pays attention to him like that, right? I think Ryan Williams is that guy on Alabama. But if it wasn't for like 3 games where Gurmy Bernard or Jalen Milrow throws the ball to Gurmy Bernard and just absolutely dominates, not last year, the year before, Alabama loses at least 4 or 5 games. So I'm not mad about the pick. I actually do like the pick. They traded up to get him as well. So something that they should have done last night or Thursday in the first round with Mekhi Lemon, they did this in the second round. Now, he has made a few stops, but before his final 2 seasons at Alabama, he was at Michigan State and then Washington. Played his good last 2 years at Alabama. He was teammates with Keon Coleman at Michigan State. So, I think he was on that Washington team too, where they went to the national championship with Michael Penix and Rome Akudzi from Chicago. I do think he was on that team as well. So he's played some good college ball. He's had some good quarterbacks, like with Jalen Milrow that 2 years ago, especially working with Ty Simpson, who was picked by the Rams in the first round. So he's a good dude. He's a good dude, and he plays really good slot. Put him back there in the backfield. You can run a lot of jet sweeps. So he's good. Watch his film. Runs great deep ball routes. Gets good routes or yards after the catch. Excuse me. I wanted to shed a little positive before I really rip into Drew Allar. Because this might be a bias. People are going to think I'm being biased. I don't give a shit. I think the wide receiver core looks good. Now Roman Wilson's probably gone. We got our wide receiver core in Pittsburgh. Let's talk about Drew Allar. Drew Allar, our third round pick, 76th overall. I hate it. I do not like this, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to tell me, as somebody who actually watches college football, especially Big Ten football, Ohio State's my favorite team. State College is only an hour 45 down the road. If anybody knows about these two quarterbacks, it is me. Drew Allar, even before his injury, sucked. People are very high on Drew Allar. He's super, super overrated. And I'm going to pull up some stats about the last time Drew Allar and Will Howard played against each other. It was college. It was the year that Ohio State won the national championship. The first possession of the game, Will Howard throws that pick six. These were the stat comparisons. Will Howard, 16 for 24, 182 yards, 2 touchdowns, and that interception I told you in the very first drive of the game. Drew Allar, 12 for 20, 146 yards, 1 touchdown. Their defense scored one. No, their defense scored 2 touchdowns that game. They had a pick six in the first quarter. And they had 2 field goals. They didn't even get another touchdown. They had that pick 6 in the first drive, and then they had 2 field goals. Meanwhile, you see Jeremiah Smith and Emeka Ibuka score touchdowns. And Brian Innes. It was Jeremiah Smith didn't score a touchdown. He got that big play. My bad. It was a touchdown, but it got called back. I do remember that. My point is, people are going to think that I'm saying this because I'm an Ohio State fan. People are going to be saying this because I like Will Howard more than Drew Allar. First off, I'm supposed to root for a fucking kid coming out of Penn State who's born and raised in Ohio, didn't even want to put the fucking Steelers hat on his head last night. His parents have season tickets for the Browns. And I all of a sudden, Steelers Nation, me as a Steelers fan is supposed to root for this fucking kid. Screw his Penn State ties for just 1 second. Does that have a part to play? Yes. But that's because I watched Penn State. He's not good. He's not a good quarterback. He wasn't good at the collegiate level. He is 26-9 as a starting quarterback. And so for some reason, that is a program record at Penn State, which is fucking embarrassing. He's one of 3 FBS players with 1,000+ career passing attempts and less than 15 interceptions. The other 2 are Caleb Williams and Marcus Mariota. That's not the... you threw 1,000 yards, passing yards, in fewer than 15 attempts. I could give him that. Caleb Williams and Mariota are good people to be company with in the college football world. I'm not going to fully shit on Drew Allar because of his skill. But rare size QB, I mean, give me a fucking break. Give me a break. That is Will Howard. Physique. People are talking about Drew Allar's physique. He's a strong arm passer. He sucks in big situations. He sucks in big games. He can't win big games. Why do you think James Franklin's no longer the coach? Even if Drew Allar doesn't get injured, Penn State does not make a fucking run in the playoffs. But we're supposed to sit here and believe these big media outlets, Mel Kipers and all these fucking people. Do you guys sit here and watch the games? Do you actually watch Penn State? Do you watch Ohio State? I get it. It's a lot of college football. It's a lot of football, period. But when this time of year comes, and I see people talking about this with Drew Allar and not saying this about Will Howard, when every real college football fan knows Will Howard is a much better quarterback than Drew Allar. If Mike McCarthy has a true talent for quarterback, like his track record has proven, like the fucking outlets like to make it seem, he'll do the right decision here. Now, what does this mean for Aaron Rodgers? I think our good pal Adam Schefter might have some information on that. Hey, Shefty, what's your latest information on Mr. Drew Allar, buddy? You got any information for me? Oh, whoa, looks like I think he might have some info for me.
But certainly Drew Allar has the physical prowess they want.
Shefty, get in here. Here we go.
As the Steelers await an answer from Aaron Rodgers, they went ahead and used the pick that they acquired from the Dallas Cowboys last year in the George Pickens trade.
So we traded George Pickens for Drew Allar. Let that sink in. I want you guys to let that sink in. Shefty, what else? Can you finish what you were going to say?
On Drew Allar, a quarterback. And this will be an adjustment for Drew Allar and his family.
Okay, yeah, he's just going to talk about his family being season holder tickets. What does this mean for Aaron Rodgers? I hope. Do I hope he comes? At this point, I don't know. I've been very, very consistent, even last year around this time, where at this point, no. You should have joined the Steelers before the draft. This and that. We're going into another offseason not knowing who our quarterback is, all the above. That's Aaron Rodgers' fault. And for that, I don't want him to come back. I rather just use what we have. He's put us in a bad situation the last 2 off seasons. He didn't do anything for us last year. Got us 10-7, won the North because Tyler Loop missed a fucking field goal, and we got eliminated in the first round. And didn't even put up a fighting chance against a Houston Texans team that was cold going into the playoffs. Steelers fans, I hope you guys wake up. And when Will Howard's the starting quarterback week 1, when Will Howard has a better camp than Drew Allar, I'm going to be the first motherfucker to tell you so. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.